Okay, so I know you've been hearing about this movie everywhere, and trust me, play. Let's get into it. We open 20 years after the first film. Andy Sachs, played again by Anne Hathaway, is no longer the wide-eyed assistant who couldn't tell cerulean from navy. She's grown into a respected, seasoned journalist, working for a reputable New York City newsroom. But here's the thing, just when everything seems stable, she and her entire newsroom get laid off, by text, at an awards gala of all places. Because apparently that's just how the media industry works now. Cold, brutal, ruthless. Meanwhile, across town at Runway magazine, Miranda Priestly, the ice queen herself, played to absolute perfection by Meryl Streep, is dealing with her own crisis. Runway published a glowing puff piece about a luxury fashion brand. Except that brand was later exposed for using sweatshop labor, and Miranda, queen of perfection, failed to catch it before it went to print. The fallout is massive. The magazine's reputation is on the line, and Irv Ravitz, the owner of Runway's parent company Elias Clark, is not happy. So here's where it gets juicy. Irv, without even telling Miranda, goes ahead and hires Andy Sachs as Runway's new features editor. His logic? Andy is a real journalist. She has credibility. She can restore the magazine's integrity. Miranda finds out and is, let's just say, not thrilled. Having the woman she once discarded, who walked away from her in Paris, remember, now working beside her at her own magazine? That's a power move, and Miranda Priestly does not like being on the receiving end of those. But Andy takes the job because she needs it, and honestly, part of her wants to prove she's right in the middle of it all, trying to keep the lights on at Runway while everyone around him is playing chess. Here's the part that hits different. Beneath all the fashion and the power plays and the scandal, this movie is really about Miranda Priestly facing something she's never had to face before: irrelevance. The media landscape has changed. Print is dying. Social media has rewritten the rules. And the iron control Miranda once had over the culture, it's slipping. There's a deeply compelling thread throughout the film where we see Miranda, this woman who has never shown weakness, quietly reckoning with what it means to age in an industry that worships youth and novelty. Her new husband, played by Kenneth Branagh, gives her a rare source of warmth, but even that relationship is tested as the pressure mounts, and Miranda's instinct is, as always, to control everything and let no one in. Meryl Streep is doing the most with every single scene. She barely raises her voice the entire film and somehow still takedown. It's a compromise, a complicated one, and it feels very real. The film ends with a kind of quiet resolution.
And that's a wrap on The Devil Wears Prada 2. Miranda came back, Andy stood her ground. Emily won everything. And honestly, so did we. If you enjoyed this recap, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop in the comments, Team Miranda or Team Andy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.